Performance. The design brief was for a versatile and manageable single-hander that was at home on lake, river or sea. A forgiving and balanced hull form was called for, which would make it suitable for the less experienced, but which would enable the top helms to exploit the H2's performance potential to the limit. Racing dinghies are supposed in theory to be sailed upright. Therefore most racing dinghy designers focus on optimizing performance for the upright hull shape. But we all know that a large proportion of a dinghy's time is spent heeled, especially if you are not too fit or are inexperienced. A hull that is optimized for zero heel can become unbalanced when it heels, thus slowing the boat down and in extreme circumstances causing handling problems which terminate in a capsize or going down the mine. But I had a different approach. Since the 1990s I've been developing a line of trailer sailors, small planing centerboard yachts which are light enough to be towed behind a family car. These yachts are essentially big dinghies, but with the important difference that they inevitably heel. The low ballast weight and crew to weather are insufficient to keep the boat upright when the wind is forward of the beam. So I adapted my dinghy design philosophy to optimize the performance of these trailer sailors over a range of heel angles. The trailer sailors are exceptional performers that plane readily, but they are also beautifully balanced and a joy to sail. I brought my experiences with small yachts to the thinking about how to give the Hadron H2 dinghy a similar type of balanced hull form. The result is that the H2 has met the original requirements to produce a versatile and importantly manageable single-hander. With a Portsmouth yardstick number of 1034, the Hadron H2 is quick and exciting, but not extreme. In short, the H2 is amenable. Safety. Safety was a primary consideration in the development of the Hadron H2 concept. The brief was for a boat with a self-draining cockpit which was easy to recover from a capsize. These two things are not easy to reconcile. Nearly all FRP dinghies are made from just two mouldings, the hull and the deck. When bonded together, the space between the two forms the buoyancy compartment. The buoyancy is distributed in three principal locations: under the foredeck, under the double bottom in the cockpit, under the side decks. It is principally the last of these which causes the boat to float too high when capsized, and this often leads to a total inversion, making it even more difficult to recover. So the two mouldings configuration is not optimal. What was needed was to move the side deck buoyancy to the centre line of the boat. This would ensure that the hull floated lower in the water when capsized at 90 degrees. But this approach requires an additional moulding, which significantly increases production costs. However, this is what we have done with the H2. There is a separate cockpit moulding which encapsulates all the buoyancy volume and which is distributed along the entire length of the hull and as near to the centre line as is feasible. Thus the H2 floats on its side with the centreboard just a few centimetres above the water, low enough for even a reasonably unfit person to climb onto it with ease, as the 70-year-old in this scene demonstrates. Once the boat is righted, you can hop in over the gunwale if you're quick, or you can swim around the stern and enter very easily by way of the open transom. Since that video was taken, Retrieval lines have been fitted as part of the H2 standard specification. Because there is no side buoyancy, the retrieval lines can be housed out of the way in the void between side deck and hull. So buoyancy distribution is a key safety factor, but several other features add significantly to safety, particularly those to be described under the heading of ergonomics. Ergonomics. An applied science concerned with designing and arranging things people use so that the people and things interact most efficiently and safely. The aim of ergonomic design in a racing dinghy is to promote efficient operation, minimize fatigue, and maximize comfort. These are vital factors in optimizing human performance around a racecourse. The Hadron H2 has the following features which promote these aims. A sensible amount of freeboard. This keeps you away from the wet stuff and provides a sufficient hull depth to give a comfortable hiking position. The side deck profile is similar to that which evolved in the Merlin rocket class as the optimum configuration decades ago. The decks roll into wide angled gunnels which minimize pressure on the back of the leg and reduce spray. The cockpit has a deep footwell, and the central buoyancy tunnel and forward thwart enable you to sit in the boat. No kneeling required. The kicked-up boom provides approximately 15 to 20% more headroom when tacking or jibing, and the boom end never touches the water if you roll or heel the boat inadvertently, unless you capsize, of course. The H2 has a centerboard, which makes it easier to adjust than a daggerboard, and has extra benefits when launching or coming ashore. All control lines are well within reach, even when fully hiking. The controls are main sheet, centerboard up, centerboard down, main sheet traveller, kicking strap, Cunningham, clew out haul, mast rake. The last 5 have continuous control lines led to cam cleats on each side deck just in front of the helm. Structure. The total sailing weight of the Hadron H2 is 76 kilos, but despite its lightness, the hull is extremely stiff and robust. This is due to the carbon epoxy foam composite construction, the lightest and strongest system generally available. Stiffness is also enhanced by double curvature designed into the larger flat areas, such as the hull topsides. This all makes for a responsive dinghy, which is easy to move around afloat or ashore. The hull may be light, but it is built to last. The manufacturer backs this up with a 5-year hull warranty. Customization. The H2 hull, foils, spars and sail are strictly one design. The standard fit-out option is very comprehensive, but owners have freedom of choice to alter the control systems to suit their own ideas and requirements. For example, the standard fit-out includes a swivel jammer for the main sheet, but off-boom sheeting is preferred by some. Here's another example. The standard fit-out includes a continuous control line system for the kicking strap, with cam cleats on the port and starboard inwales. But some owners have a single swivel cam cleat mounted centrally just behind the mast post. A major customization feature which appeals to many owners is the almost infinite choice of colours for the hull, deck and buoyancy mouldings, plus a waterline stripe. Aesthetics. The philosophical study of beauty and taste. Shape and form were an important part of the H2 design brief right from the outset. It is an important factor in pride of ownership. The aim was to produce an eye-catching hull form which merged classical and modern styles to produce a timeless look that will not age. Pride of ownership. With all these features and benefits, it is not surprising that the Hadron H2 is a sought-after dinghy with high residual values, further enhanced by the manufacturer's 5-year warranty. The owner's incredibly positive views of the boat, as reflected in the videos on the Hadron H2 Class Association's YouTube channel, reflect the years of investment in planning, design and building. Their opinions are the only ones that matter. Their opinions have made our efforts worthwhile.